Man, oh man, where to begin? Where to begin today? We could begin with Comedy Central, once again ripping off your host. We could start with Baltimore. You hear what the mayor said in Baltimore? Yeah. We had to give those who wish to destroy space to do that. We gave those who wish to destroy space to do that in the Inner Harbor. Gangs in Baltimore have made a pact with one another to unify against the cops and not take out each other. So we got Baltimore. We got the latest on the Clinton crime family syndicate up there, known as the Clinton Foundation. We got George Stephanopoulos. George Stephanopoulos on this week, yesterday, talking to the author of the book on the Clintons, Peter Schweitzer, accusing him of being a partisan. How the hell can you say this? You're a partisan. As though Stephanopoulos is some objective, never been involved in any politics before in his life. A partisan? What the hell is Stephanopoulos? One half of the Clinton war room back in the 1990s. Anyway, there's all kinds of stuff like that just stretches credulity out there and credibility. And then we've got, we have the White House Correspondents' Dinner. There's some stuff there that we might want to get into as well. Oh, I just saw this. You know what? Grab soundbite 15. I didn't see that there, right? We're going to need that at the top here since I've already mentioned it as one of the first. Let's go through the rest of the list here real quick. Now that should do it. Oh! Yeah, and the gay rights activists have gotten a GoFundMe campaign for a cake shop out in Oregon. They got the money taken away from the cake shop. They closed the fund down with agitation, threats, and intimidation. Here that Ted Cruz went to a fundraiser. Two gay guys own a hotel chain, I guess. And one of the hotels in New York, the Way Out Hotel or the In and Out or the Come Out, whatever. These guys, and they invited Ted Cruz to come in. They want to learn what he believed. So they publicize this. They go to a little fundraiser. I don't even know if it's a fundraiser or not, but Ted Cruz met with these two guys. And they have apologized. And they are saying that Ted Cruz sucks and that Ted Cruz is horrible. And they're begging the gay community forgive them because they've just been ripped to shreds on Twitter and Facebook and by the others in the gay activist community. How dare you be nice to Ted Cruz? How dare you have Ted Cruz at a hotel? Well, we're never going to go to your hotel. And the roiling, our culture is sick and it's getting sicker and it's becoming more and more divided and more partisan. And so we're just going to chronicle it all here today, folks. Great. And there are people, I should have mentioned this, I actually got an email from a friend of mine in Kansas who said, look, screw all the rest of this stuff. The most important thing is your review of your Apple Watch. No, it's not. That's not the most important thing. I'll be glad to give you my thoughts on the Apple Watch, but they don't differ much from what I thought it was going to be. I mean, anything you can do on the phone, you can do on the watch. Or let me the other way. Any way you can do on the watch, you can do on the phone because the watch is for the most part, 99% slave. The watch will keep time by itself. The watch will do alarms and timers and all that by itself. And it will connect to a Wi-Fi network that it owns by itself. Other than that, you need your phone for it. And it came in handy Saturday exactly as I thought. Played golf at a place that doesn't allow cell phones. So I stuck my phone in my golf bag. In a compartment, nobody would ever go into it. And I wore the watch. And I got some messages and notifications that I would have missed during my round. Otherwise, thankfully, none of them were emergencies. But that's exactly how I thought it would come in handy. It's pretty cool. I mean, the tech, there's no question it's cool, but I'm just going to tell you exactly as I thought. If I've got my phone here and I've got my watch and something happens, I'm going to use the phone. I'll tell you one thing where the watch is better. Siri. I am convinced, and there's been a couple of news stories about the new back end at Apple's use. They're on their third iteration of Siri, as it turns out, software-wise. I'm telling you, the dictation on this watch is flawless. It has yet to make a mistake since I set it up and paired it Friday afternoon. It has yet to make an input mistake. It has translated everything I've said 100% correctly. I'm convinced that it's a different Siri. And, of course, it has to be good because there's no other input. You can't type on it. The only way you can communicate with it is to dictate. Now, in the Messages app, there are some stock things. You can click on the word thank you, click on thanks, click I can't talk now and send that, but you can't create anything other than with your voice. Meeting and surpassing all audience expectations daily. Rush Limbaugh doing the work that drive-by media used to do. Maybe. I actually can't remember the last time they were what they claimed to be. Many, many, many moons ago. Nevertheless, we're here and taking care of business. Great to have you. 800-282-2882 if you want to be on the program. The email address, lrushbo@eibnet.com. So I checked email during the break. You didn't tell us about the battery life of the watch. It's not a problem, folks. This, at least in my usage, and I spent quite a bit of time on Friday playing with it, using it much more than anybody will use it during normal course of events after you have it and got the playing with it out of your system. This watch, for me, is going to get anywhere from 16 to 20 hours on a charge. It isn't going to be a hassle. But even if it weren't, I just plug in the second watch, use it while the first watch is charging. But that hasn't been a problem. In fact, the battery life is stupendous. So if that's something that's got you concerned, don't let it be.